Drive into 2024 with tremendous savings on a new Mazda from Team Mazda. Like 0% for 60 months on a new Mazda CX-30, Mazda CX-50, and Mazda CX-5. Plus, make no payments for 90 days on every new Mazda right now at Team Mazda on Airline.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. It is 7:03. For those of you late night revelers of Mardi Gras, you might just be waking up and getting your daily dose of news, traffic, and weather with us right now.
Just don't hit me over the head with Valentine's Day and flowers right now.
It's a lot.
Y'all crazy.
It's a lot.
Back to back, it is a lot, right? When you just get this early Mardi Gras. But welcome to Valentine's Day. We're going to talk about some other. We're going to talk about it's Ash Wednesday for some as well. Dig into all that. Busy day. Got to start with a good sunrise.
How about it? Steve painting us a beautiful picture to start here on this Wednesday. Steve, you got all the colors out today.
Yeah, pretty start to Valentine's Day, but if you're about to head out, bundle up. Yeah. Chilly start. It will gradually warm up as the day wears on. There's our sunrise sky 9 view brought to you by Our Lady of the Lake as the sun comes up over the capital city. A few high clouds. That is just about it. Otherwise, it is chilly to cold outside. Pick your adjective. 39 now in Baton Rouge. Hammond and Macomb 35. Gonzales checking in at 38. So most spots have made it down into the mid to upper 30s, which was a little bit below where guidance had us this morning. But we should see a steady warm up. Low 50s by 9 o'clock, low 60s at noon. So if you have lunch plans for Valentine's Day, no weather issues, should be nice. On into the afternoon, upper 60s. And then if you're headed to maybe a Valentine's dinner, we'll keep it dry, getting a little bit chilly once again. So sweaters and jackets tonight. Otherwise, high pressure and control right now, center a little bit north of us. Our winds are going to start becoming more southerly today. That's going to help to warm things up. We look out west, pair of storm systems, one approaching northern California, another down around Baja California, and the more northern one's going to stay a little north of us. The one around Baja California stays a little bit south of us. Ultimately, what that means is we're not in an ideal position to pick up a lot of rain, which is okay, right? But we'll get some rain out of these systems. So let's give you a look at it on the European model. Some showers to our southwest by daybreak on Friday morning. And it hints at some light showers moving in by early afternoon, showing some scattered showers here into Friday evening. What happens, though, is even as a cold front moves in, we're going to have low pressure developing and strengthening a little bit over the Gulf of Mexico, and that'll help to draw more of the moisture south, but you still see at least some showers expected into Saturday morning, even on the backside of that cold front. Rain amounts look to be fairly modest. Right now, the Weather Prediction Center is showing a ½ inch or less for most of us. Totals might be a little bit higher as you get closer to the coast. No severe weather expected. Today, weather cooperates for Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday. Tomorrow, trending warmer, 74. Friday will be a little bit gloomy, even when we don't have the showers, kind of overcast, 69. Saturday, definitely gloomy. Starts out with some scattered rains in the morning, and then just kind of mostly overcast and chilly with a high of only 55. Sunday and Monday, a little bit above freezing in Baton Rouge, so it could be light freezes north and northeast of the capital city. But after that, pretty quick warm up next week. Also looks to be mainly dry for most of next week. 7:06 on this Valentine's morning with a check on traffic. I know we've had some issues on 110. What's the latest, Johnny?
They're still having some trouble clearing that wreck. We have some backups on Airline turning onto 110. You see that right at the very bottom of the screen. So we take you out to our interactive drive time map. Here's where all the action is southbound on 110 near Hollywood, and you can see where that backup might be. And we take you right back and show you that they've got a new configuration here. They've kind of pushed everybody off to the far left lane, and it's barely moving right now. So that's going to be 110 southbound. It's not affecting your drive to the airport. There's your airport bound traffic up here, but 110 southbound still have that problem near Hollywood. They're trying to get everything over to one lane so they can open a couple of lanes. Right now you only have one lane open, and part of that shoulder right past that, what you can't see in the tree line up here is some of the activity. You can see the police officers in the MAP vehicle there. 7:07. Well, if you did enjoy Mardi Gras a little bit late last evening and you missed 9 News this morning, no worries. We have you covered. We have a condensed version of 9 News this morning with an emphasis on some of the more important stories. We do it every morning. WAFB Plus, where you're watching right now with Liz and Matt.
Johnny, thank you. And to top off the headlines, a major update coming from the Blue Cross Blue Shield deal. Remember, they were supposed to be bought by a company, a for-profit company named Elevance Health. Well, there was a hearing today to talk further about that deal with the Louisiana Department of Insurance.
So the hearing, obviously, because to your point, when you talk about Blue Cross Blue Shield, major supplier of insurance here, being sold to a for-profit insurer, you had supporters, you had those who were not for this, and so there was a lot of conversation back and forth. Department of Insurance had that hearing that was set for today to hear a little bit of both sides. I mean, there are commercials all over the place talking about this, right? The breaking news this morning is that deal, that restructuring deal, they've pulled out of that deal. Now, no hearing today at the Department of Insurance. So what is the next step? Everybody wants to know that. Actually, everybody wants a little bit of maybe clarification, a little bit more information on why they pulled out as well. That'll be the conversation going forward.
We've reached out to Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana to find out what led to this decision to withdraw. Now, again, LDI just telling us that that hearing is canceled today. They want everyone to know so you don't make your way out to that building and kind of, you know, crowd up the roads only to find out that it's canceled. You heard it here. We sent you that alert to your phone as well. That Blue Cross Blue Shield deal with Elevance Health now not on that table. The hearing is canceled. We've reached out for more details, and we're going to follow this, Matt. Major story this morning.
Huge. So that's not happening. Here's something that is still happening today. Valentine's Day.
Sure is.
I mean, it's just, look, we went right from Mardi Gras. We're going to talk a little bit about all that fun stuff here in a second, but right into Valentine's Day. Get up and get after it if you haven't bought anything yet. I mean, I say buy something. It shouldn't cost a whole ton of money to tell somebody you love them, but Valentine's Day can get kind of pricey depending on what you're looking for.
Callie Hubbard had an estimate this morning from the National Retail Federation. The average person is expected to spend $185.
That's
the
dollars.
Average person.
That's
so
right.
think about the lower end and the higher end of that, and they meet somewhere in the middle of $185. You don't need to spend that kind of money. Just know that whoever you're sending a Valentine to appreciates that you thought of them that day.
It's the total combined National Retail Federation saying like $25 billion. 25 billion?
That's a lot of money.
It is. And look, flowers are the mega. Candy, you got some jewelry.
Sure.
And Callie was talking with the folks over at Billy Harriman's, Ben Harriman, today, and he was saying flowers, obviously, their big seller.
Yeah.
Going to do like 2,200 some odd orders. Half of those still the ever popular red roses.
How about it? On the upside, you talk about supporting a small business like this,
True,
right?
that's
It's some of their
very
big
true.
days.
Yes.
And this is the day where they really make a bulk of those sales. So if you're thinking, okay, I don't have time to put together an arrangement or whatever, go to a local florist shop, support them, get something nice for your partner.
There you go.
Yeah, or a little sly something to say, I'm thinking of you.
I'm thinking of you, thinking of you. So Valentine's Day, right?
Yes.
It is also, oh, by the way, Ash Wednesday. A lot of folks recognizing that Ash Wednesday today. So you may see some folks with the ashes on the forehead, usually the shape of a cross. There's some opportunities for folks today to get their ashes.
That's it. You're seeing them on your screen here. So there's an opportunity there at St. Joseph Cathedral. Then they're going to distribute the ashes there after the noon mass. Now at St. Joseph Cathedral, they're going to actually give you a bagged lunch if you head on there, attend the mass, and head on out. But that's not it, Matt. We've got a number of other locations on the app, too.
So this one is actually pretty interesting here as well. This is not the first time they've done this one. First United Methodist Church, America Street, Baton Rouge, drive-through style. Because a lot of folks, look, man, time is of the essence, and you know, there's nothing, but I still want to make sure I'm able to do something like this.
Yeah.
Drive-through distribution of ashes beginning already, like 11 minutes ago, but they're going to run it until 8 o'clock this morning. So if that's something that you need to get done, that may be an opportunity for you.
Hey, if you need a comprehensive guide, depending on where you live, well, our digital team, they're awesome. They've compiled this story with a list of different churches and places, including that drive-through style ash giveaway that they're doing. Yeah, we've got them all compiled with the addresses for you to find, maybe during your lunch break or before or after work. A good opportunity to stop by. Go ahead and share that on Facebook, too.
Please
do. Look at that.
All right, so yes, Valentine's Day, Ash Wednesday, welcome to it. In the rear view, Mardi Gras, right?
Yes.
A long time of celebrating, and maybe some of the beads you've got, look, I don't need these, you know you don't need them. Don't throw them away. We've talked about opportunities to recycle.
A number of them, right? Just yesterday,
we
were talking about that opportunity at Denham Springs High School, where a special education teacher, she's using your old beads as a class activity for the kids to learn how to clean them, how to learn how to resell them, sort them, and everything. That money's being used then, turned back into the classroom. But that's not the only place, Matt. There's a couple places. Ascension Bears, the Arc of East Ascension, they're doing it. Mid-City Redevelopment Alliance. What a great opportunity to make sure that those don't just get thrown away.
It's such an easy thing to do. Look, as soon as you throw those things in the garbage, you know they're going to be ending up in the landfill, just taking up space. So opportunity to recycle. See if you can't be a part of that. And how about maybe be a part of this as well? You know, the horses you see in a lot of parades for Mardi Gras taking on the weight, quite literally, of royalty here and there. back in the day, Liz, and still now,
Yeah.
a lot of these horses were sold to slaughter after the parades. So, Humane Society of Louisiana trying to make that a thing of the past. Got to get them adopted.
They have a new horse adoption program. As soon as they learned that that was happening, they said, okay, look, we're going to take them in, but they need you to adopt. So if you are watching thinking, well, I could use a good, we have a lot of people who have rural area, land in our viewing area. So you're getting a look at some of these beautiful horses here, carried carnival royalty for Mardi Gras, and they sure could use a good afterlife, a home here to get loved on and live on some good land in South Louisiana. So we've got this story for you as well on the 9 News app on how to adopt from the Humane Society of Louisiana. Look at those eyes. How do you not look at those eyes and think, okay, come on. If I had the land, I would.
Oh, come on, make it happen. Oh. So they were just in parades.
Yes.
There's actually a parade happening today somewhere else, not South Louisiana. Middle America, welcome to it. Kansas City, Mo. This is actually a spot where they did a parade about this time last year as well. The Chiefs about ready to roll off with another Super Bowl championship parade.
Back-to-back champions. Look at that. You're getting a look at the parade route. So WAFB has a sister station there in Kansas City, KCTV, which we're kind of relying on because a lot of the scene is going to look like that there in Kansas City, Mo. So we're going to check in with them and try to get some of that video. But remember, we've got some South Louisiana natives, folks who went to LSU like Neil Farrell, Clyde Edwards-Hilaire, Justin Reed from Ascension Parish. Lots of local names to support and shout out as well.
It'll be fun. You know, sometimes those parades, and I know you've seen them before. Hey, New Orleans got the sometimes those parades get a little bit sideways, and you'll see some of the video coming out of there, folks getting a little bit crazy. Always interesting. But yeah, KC, no stranger to this, to your point. Second year in a row, third in 5 years, is becoming routine up there in Kansas City.
I heard the commissioner yesterday, Kansas City Swifts, is that a thing?
Oh, they're renaming the team.
Yeah.
Are you leading that charge, that effort?
No, not at all.
He's leading the conspiracy theory charge, apparently.
Kansas City Swifts on the way, baby.
Wow.
It should be fun, though, man. No, look. Any parade's a good parade, right?
Listen, we love that around here.
Yeah,
I imagine
absolutely.
it's cold there, though, for parade day.
Here we're starting out a little bit chilly, too, but a nice Valentine's Day on the way.
Sweet. I love it.
Final word?
Love it.
No final word from me.
Wow.
I'm silent
He's
today.
reserving it for 9 News at 9.
In 1983, Car and Driver released its first 10 best automotive list. The Honda Accord was on that first list and has been for 38 years ever since, more than any other vehicle. Come see why the Accord is consistently rated as one of the best vehicles on the road at Team Honda on Siegen Lane.